Welcome one, welcome all. We are back in a Ferrari, but a slightly different Ferrari. You may have noticed that this is not a GT3 car. No, in fact, it is the Ferrari from the 1999 Formula One season. Okay, that's a lie. That's a lie. It's actually a Star Mazda, or a Pro Mazda, as it's kind of called now. But for those new to service, this used to be like the single-seater kind of beginner car. Really, you used to have the Skippy, and then you used to kind of dive into this. Okay. Now, this is actually a league run by Chaz Draycott Media. Absolutely fantastic guy, great league organizer. And yeah, he basically was running kind of a replica of the 1999 season, at least with the cars anyway. So we've got my lovely Ferrari. And by the way, we did kind of a pre-qualifying. So the fastest guy got the fastest car, i.e. a McLaren, and then it was a second place got the Ferrari, and third place. You know what I mean? So we kind of earned these cars, and I was very happy to get the Ferrari, obviously. So we've got the McLaren, looking very nice. Got the Stewart, and my teammate in the other Ferrari, and the Sauber, and the Prosts. They're all here. All absolutely fantastic libraries. Oh, and that is one of the best libraries as well, isn't it? Look at that. The Benson and Hedges car. Now, obviously, smoking's bad. Don't smoke, okay? But these cars did have those libraries on. I'm not exactly sure what the rules are in terms of YouTube, but yeah, anyway. Okay. So, moving on from that. Should we look at me? Shall we? Going around? Everyone wants to see me, don't they? I forgot. We've also got the Williams, and they're doing rather well this season. They're dominating, unfortunately. But anyway, back to me. Yeah, so how it works is qualifying is a single shot qualifying. So basically, we get called out the pits and we do one flying lap. That's it, one flying lap. Quite a lot of pressure on that, as you would imagine, but it is what it is. I've kind of done alright in qualifying this year. And then, yeah, it's just a 18 lap race here. It varies between the different circuits, but yeah, here is an 18 lap race. And these cars are quite drafty. Okay, so we'll get quite a big kind of slipstream. You normally get like 5, 6 cars. It might even be more than that here in kind of massive draft train. Okay, because you just get such a big tow. Okay, and here up the Kemmel, I mean, I'd be surprised if it will take an accident to really break apart the pack. But it's interesting. It's a bit like Talladega in NASCAR in a way. You know what I mean? But obviously, if you lose the toe, if you get out of that 1.5 seconds, I mean, you're screwed. Like, it's very hard then to make it back. There is a pit stop in the race, and so we tend to find that there's a lot of people who will try and save fuel as best they can. Okay. To make their pit stop shorter, but there's a very weird kind of way that the cars feel. But we'll go into that later anyway. So I just thought I'd give you a heads up. What I'll do is I'll get a bit more practice in, and then I'll join you for qualifying. Right, welcome back, guys. We're in the out lap at the minute. Just got to warm these tyres up. They're not always fully up to temp in that one. Hopefully the sound's all right. These engines are really whiny. They're like the kind of the Wankel engines, I believe. Kind of the rotary type engines, like, so they're really revvy, but at the same time quite torquey. So we actually change up kind of before the red line here. So if you see me changing up on the 2 greens, that's kind of normal, really. In terms of the strength of field, it's actually pretty good. Like, there's a few people who probably shouldn't be where they are, if that makes sense. So there's a guy, Jake Cranstone, who's really quick, and he's 4.1k. It's just, he's way better than that. And there's a guy, Cam Dance, who's like basically wins every race, and I think he's 5k maybe, but he's way better than that. You know what I mean? And there's a few guys who are kind of quite new to racing, or they basically just do league racing, so their ratings are a bit lower than maybe they should be. But if I can get like a top 5, that's normally pretty good for me. I was actually fastest in practice, but I mean, it's essentially it's because the slipstream is so strong. I got really good toe, so probably won't happen this time, but we'll see. to make sure we leave a 10-second gap to the car in front. So basically, it's like let's say it's a 1 lap shootout. So you got to make sure you don't get a 1x for running wide, because otherwise you basically end up with no lap. But basically, you get 2 people sitting out at the same time. So I need to make sure I leave enough gap to go in front. Right. I might not talk very much on this lap. I do apologise. Well, that was not the best exit, but anyway. Yeah, that was pretty decent. That was alright. So we're looking at about a 17.5 would be good. The minute the fastest lap is an 18.4. We go in like reverse championship order. So obviously the faster guys come out later. I think I'm in 11th in the championship. It's very close, and I have missed 2 rounds, which has basically made like a ton of difference. So should be able to make up quite a bit of time. Quite a lot of points this race, hopefully.
Sector 1 time's okay.
A bit tensive. I'm a bit tensive so far. Not really playing with the car very much. It's a problem when you kind of only have that 1 lap, you know, and I was in the pits for like 10 minutes, obviously, so it's kind of a bit fresh. Made this mistake before, being too tensive on the qualifying lap, and it just, you know, a 10th corner and you're miles off the pace, you know what I mean? Could have been on it earlier there as well, I see. This will probably be good enough for pole at the minute, but with all the fast guys coming out later, not so sure. The race is going to be an absolute drag fest. You know, being up towards the front just means you can avoid trouble early on. Basically, that's the only advantage. That was alright. Let's see where this puts us. 79, yeah, not great. Obviously, it's, you know, pole position for the minute, but it ain't really going to last, I don't think. So basically, the strategy for the race is going to be nice, safe start. The starts are proper dodgy. If anyone see my Leo XZ review, basically I got that wheel because it's got the dual clutch. And getting these cars off the line with a dual clutch is much easier than with a foot pedal. Like, it's completely different. You'll see some guys that start just shoot off, and sometimes I can get a pretty decent start, but yeah, and sometimes it's crap. So we will see. So basically, try and stay safe at the start. Hopefully, get a decent position in the pack, and then pack racing is so difficult in these things because I always think like if you're not moving forwards, then you're moving backwards, because eventually people are just gonna have a dive, and it's not too bad when there's like 3 of you. You know what I mean? Because you can only gain a few positions. But if there's going to be like a pack of 10 cars, then the guy in 10th to be like, well, I want to move up to 3rd. You know what I mean? And the guy in 9th is going to say, oh, I want to move up to 3rd. And everyone's going to want to move up to that kind of front of that position. And then that means you just people at the back end up going 3 wide. And you know, the alternative is you just sit at the back and you just risk, you know what I mean? You just risk a break occurring. You know what I mean? If there's a crash in the middle of the pack, you might end up losing then the draft of the front lot. It's a real trade-off, you know what I mean? There's no easy answers, unfortunately. But we'll see. Yeah, it's interesting. It adds definitely an extra strategic layer to the whole pit process. There is a warm-up session after this, so I'm going to basically practice my pit entries and my starts and that sort of stuff, really. It's a good opportunity to practice it here. There we go.
What's your speed limit in the pits?
Pit entry could have been a little bit better there. You could probably nick a bit. And then if you see my pit lane hacked video, that's where we basically go up and down the gears in order to maximise our pit lane speed. So I'll be doing that as well. Move pit lanes first. And in we come. So that was quite good practice for the race, to be fair. But yeah, obviously saving fuel's really important. Some guys do it really well. Like that Cam Dance guy, he will do it very well, which makes a huge difference. You know what I mean? Let's see, we've got our own track at the minute. See if we've got any of the big boys out. No, we don't really. What I'll do is I'll leave you here and I'll join you back for the start of the race. Okay. Right, welcome back, everybody. We have some good news. P3, amazing, I know, but yeah, I did not think that lap was good enough for a P3, but apparently it was. So there we go. I managed to be a 5.9k rated single seat specialist. I'm not quite sure how that happens, but anyway, maybe he made a mistake. So yeah, starting P3, this is going to be a bit mad. Let me just grab a chewing gum. Don't know you guys, but I get like when I'm kind of racing, I need something to chew on. Ooh, dropped one. Okay. Getting these cars off the line is a bit tricky. You kind of like full throttle and then half clutch and then the rest of the clutch. So we'll see how it goes. I looked back at the video. I think the sound should be right, but the I know you can't really see the wheels, so it looks a bit odd maybe. I don't know. I can obviously see the wheels because I've got the two monitors, but
P3.
God, here we go.
Temp is 37. The air temp is 20 Celsius. All right, Tim, get ready. Green, green, green.
Slow start.
Car right, clear left. Clear all round.
Okay, we say P3, which is good because that was a really bad start. I just didn't react to the lights very well there. Try to have a light where the clutch is, so I can, because it's easy when you look at the clutch to get a good kind of bite point, but something not quite right there. Oh God, here we go. Right, it begins. It begins.
Left side. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Clear left, rewind.
Oh, someone hit me.
Clear left, clear all round.
Okay, let's find a good rhythm. Make some places.
Let's hope my car's not broken, because that seemed a bit of a hard hit. It's Cam Dance behind. He's the quick guy, but his ping is terrible because he's from New Zealand, so. We'll take that first lap. There's no limit on incidents, but you don't like to take the piss in this series. As long as you can say within 2 seconds of the car in front, it's literally like, you know, it's kind of a bit pointless even like trying to be faster in the corners, you know. So I might better get that position back here. So he's not very close to the car in front.
Car right.
Whoa,
Still there.
okay, he
Clear
was,
right.
don't know if he was saving fuel or what, but that was pretty sketch. He was very slow, Jesper. Jesper's a 5.2k race driver, you know, he's pretty good. I think the car's fine, like, I was a bit worried the toe was out maybe on the rear, but it actually seems alright, so. Could we make a Ferrari one too? Surely not. But maybe.
On your left. Still there. Hold your line, clear left.
Is a Ferrari one too? Right, I'm not going to do anything to try to overtake this guy because
Keep it up.
I kind of want to save my fuel now. Oh, this is going quite well. I think everyone will be fuel saving, but the problem is, like, if you're too far back, you're just going to end up in battle to people. I said I'm going to try and fuel save a little bit. Some people fuel save like really well, like they can basically just drive at the same speed and not, you know, like just save lots of fuel. But when I try and save fuel, I seem to go much slower. So I don't know, something I need to work on probably.
Car left. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left. On your left.
Looked a bit sketchy with the brake lock up, but it was actually fine.
Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left.
All right.
Left side. Clear left.
P2.
We're going to be catching Kevin with a ray of knots by the end of this straight, but yeah.
Car left. Still there.
Thank you, Kevin.
Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left.
Okay.
Left side.
I'm quite sure that wasn't needed, but anyway. Slightly aggressive for my liking. See, again, he's lifting to save fuel, but it's kind of a bit dangerous going into a corner where you expect someone to go kind of normal speed. But whatever. I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to talk because obviously you do have to concentrate pretty hard when you're in draft packs and stuff. So far, we're still P3, so as long as they don't try and shuffle you back too much, it should be fine. And saving a bit more fuel.
On your right. Still there. Still there. Clear right. On your right. Hold your line.
So Jesper lifted
Hold your line.
to save
Clear
fuel,
right.
which meant I had to then lift out early, and then that meant there was an easy pass. So I don't know. It is difficult, this whole draft pack business, especially when people try to save fuel in it, right in the, you know, at the front of it.
On your left. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Clear left.
All right, Tim. Pit window
I'm
is
just going to back out this one.
Left side. Clear left. Right side. Hold your line. Still there. Clear right.
Well, it's quite an interesting race so far. It's pretty mad. They try to defend and save fuel, and it's like like, if you want to defend against someone, defend, but you can't defend and save fuel. It doesn't work like that.
The guy ahead of us
Right.
is Iracing. Slow in, fast out. Keep the inside line covered.
To lift out, no, just nowhere to go. And the guy's going to get a ridiculous run.
Car right. Clear right.
Whew, a bit of a slide.
Car left. Clear left.
P3.
Okay, back in P3. Okay, I think this is pretty much going to be like this pretty much the whole race. So, interesting. Be interesting to see how the fuel goes as well, but
Okay, we'll pull you to the end.
we did 11 litres. Now 11.4, okay.
Iracing is now leading.
Wonder if this will be an order people will be happy with, you know what I mean? Like, I always think sometimes if you get someone really quick at the front and suddenly everyone just goes, oh, you know what, this pace is okay. Maybe I'll just try and save some fuel. The whole lifting off early means you can kind of brake later, but it's known how much later to brake. A good thing would have been to have done a bit of practice for it, I suppose, but you don't really think about practicing fuel saving, do you? And it's difficult as well because it's different when you've got cars as well, because you're obviously slipstreaming, so that adds time, you know.
Right side. Hold your line.
Okay.
Hold your line.
Good
Still
job,
there.
we're easy flatter, isn't it?
Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line.
I mean,
Clear right.
dude, come on. Like,
Cut warning.
you've got to give me a,
Inside in, please.
you've got to give me a car's width, you know what I mean?
Keep it nice and smooth. Come on, let the race come to us. P4.
I was clear. I had the corner. You know what I mean? You just can't turn down on me like that. But whatever. Let's see if people are happy with this order. Or is Pete going to want to come past as well? Pete's quite sensible. Kind of raced with Pete quite a few series, so
It's all over you.
hopefully
Speed up, stay smooth.
might be alright. But I don't know.
Chicane.
I'm happy to sit here in P4, but kind of depends what happens in front of me, doesn't it? And behind. Tyres aren't too much of an issue in this race. These tyres last a long time because they're very hard. So in fact, I'll do that now.
Okay,
Tyres off.
acknowledged.
My P's falling back a bit. I think that's probably because well, I've got two relatives up. Probably don't need that. It's handy to be able to scroll down occasionally. Yeah, there's a bit of a gap actually. Stupid. I'm concentrating on race position rather than anything else.
Behind is now 0.7.
Right, so you've got Pete, Siddis, Dance, Fitzpatrick, and Hoffman still holding on. And after that, there's then a big gap down to 10th. So it's essentially 10 cars all together. It's like, oh no, look, these front three are pulling away. Yeah, no, they're not. Literally one straight, you can be right back on them again.
The gap to Iracing ahead is now
I'll turn
0.6.
fast repair off for now. Don't think I need it. So in terms of fuel, I want to add it obviously as least as possible. So only add that 7.6. That would be good. But at the minute,
Okay, Tim.
I need 11.
To the end.
So I need to save quite a lot. The other option is you can put 11 in and then it's going to stop the fill by clicking off the tick while they're filling it. But it's,
Time here. Get your elbows out and force the pass.
yeah, it's not the easiest thing to do. Apparently there is some software out there where it can fuel you kind of exactly, but I do not have that software. To be honest, I should be able to save it. I mean, amount of lifting and coasting as possible here. And the draft is worth probably about 1.5 seconds of that. If only this was an official race, I'd be gaining 38 Iracing right now. Oh, Kevin, what are you doing, mate?
Far left. Hold your line. Clear left.
You had a little moment, I think.
Be distracted. Defend your position.
Me and Kevin did actually come together at one point in the season at Canada. I kind of made it 3 wide, and although the pass was done, we kind of ended up colliding, so definitely got to try and be a bit more cautious, I think.
On your left. Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left.
Okay, stay with it.
Yeah, just, you know, it's better safe fuel, innit? You know what I mean?
Was up to 19.1.
Like, it makes a massive difference in the pit. So if I can save a few seconds, yeah, if I lose a few seconds, I'm going to be back down into 10th. You know, so I've got to try and save as much as I can. And, you know what I mean? My guess is it will split up after pit stops, and there'll be maybe like a group of 4 and a group of 6, or maybe a group of 6 and a group of 4, you know what I mean? And maybe they'll come back together, you know what I mean? It's very difficult to know. Been in some races like this before, and I've kind of ended up leading because I prefer kind of leading and not having to fanny around with all that sort of stuff. But in the end, it did cost me. You know what I mean? So I'm trying it this way. Also lifting and coasting. Things are going to settle down. You know what I mean? People seem to be happy with this formation of drivers. You know, I don't think Iracing liked me being in front of him for whatever reason, but. Whereas he's obviously happy here, you know what I mean? He's not putting the same moves on Cranstone as he did on me, you know what I mean? So this feels like really slow compared to what we were doing in qualifying, but what was the last lap? Probably not that bad, but and 219, I mean, really should be 18 just flat, really, you know. It looks like Sam's moving up a bit. He tends to be on the more aggressive side of things. God, Jesus, fuel saving, man. Yeah, I mean, Fitzpatrick and Hoffman are now overtaken. In fact, quite a few people have.
That last lap
Not
was
sure if
at
Harris pitted.
218.9.
We're kind of approaching the window, so what normally happens is like people will start to jostle bit for position. So the two Williams will brief start coming through,
Okay, Tim, stay close.
even though they went very quick in qualify, and they always tend to find a bit of pace in the race for some reason. All these cars are identical; they're just painted different. But look at this run, man! It's insane. And the lift. The last lap was a 0.8 or something. Again, doesn't seem very quick.
Fitzpatrick is gaining on you. The gap's now 0.3.
Yeah, I mean, 18.8. I mean, that's not very good, is it? Gotta stop tapping the brakes there. Don't need to brake. The tyres aren't as good as they were, but
You get defensive, mate.
not that bad. I get a bit too lazy in these situations. I need to still be like really attacking the corners, but just that should give me more chance to fuel save later on. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think Sam's gonna try and send it, but I might send it first. These two play silly bollocks and do a massive lift. I might try and go past.
All right. Still there. Clear right. On your right. Still there. Clear right. On your left. Clear left.
Yeah, so I basically did the move before Sam did it on me.
That's half distance. Should be about 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Yeah, there you go. See, Sam's made a move on Jesper. This is the good thing about league racing. You know, you kind of get to know people and you know what they do, and you know, get to learn their tactics. You know. Now, how many laps have we got till pit stops? This is 3.
Through to the end.
Only finishing 7 would be a bit of a risk, I think. I'm not sure if I would make it. Which means I might have to go for the slower stop and just try and stop it. You know what I mean? But not ideal. Guess that's why everyone was so heavily fuel saving, you know, trying to just make that 7.6 number. So if I have to really heavily save and I can't fight at the end, then it seems a bit pointless. You know what I mean? Having a shorter stop, but
Okay, Tim, we'll bring you to the end of the race.
problem is you're going to go from 11 to 7.6. So yeah.
Right side. Hold your line. Clear right. On your right. Still there. Hold your line. Car right. Hold your line. Clear
So
right.
this puts in. It is.
On your left.
Should we go for the lead?
Hold your line. Clear left.
You know,
Left side. Clear left.
we estimate 3 laps.
Very
of
late
fuel
call there.
left. You've just done a 218.2.
Now this is probably the worst place to lead because you're definitely going to get overtaken by the end here. Oh well, never mind. Whatever.
Car left.
Oh, this is crazy.
Hold
Oh
your line.
god. We're really going 3 wide? We are.
Hold your line.
Yep.
Clear left.
Woo.
Track limits.
Come on, turn. That's probably the time to take a little 1x, I think.
Stay
The
between
pace
lines,
is
please, Tim.
up. Yeah, Jake is definitely not saving, he is going for it.
Stick to the plan. Don't be intimidated here.
Hope you're enjoying this, guys. Sorry if I'm not talking all that much, but it is a bit of a crazy one, as you're probably aware. 2 laps left before pit stops.
We'll fuel you to
Still
the
saying
end of the
10, but
race.
they always give you 1 extra lap, so I don't know. Got to take 11, you know what I mean? I've just got to take 11 and then try and stop it, I guess. Okay, he's pitted. Interesting. What was that there?
I think you'll be out of fuel on the next lap.
That was an 18.3, so that's faster than we've been going, but
All right, Tim. In this lap. Box this lap.
I think we could probably do another one, but we'll see. If I don't get to save any fuel, then I'll probably have to box.
Car left. Still there. Still there. Clear left. Car right. Still there. Clear right.
Jesper is pushing like a madman. Right, let's just check. Tyres are off.
Acknowledged. We'll fuel you to the end of the race.
And we fueled him. Okay. Right, we're going to box this lap.
2 litres remaining.
So the pace is up. I don't think I'll be able to save. I'm slow through there, aren't I?
Just had a warning for cutting the track.
This is going to be interesting. If I get a really good run on him, I might even be able to kind of get up the inside of him and then get a pit, but we'll see how it goes.
Right side. Hold your line. Clear right.
Whoa!
Right.
Ah.
Clear right. Right side. Clear right.
Okay, I'm going to have to save very hard.
Track limits. Between the
Oh
lines.
dear, that has not gone well. That has not gone well at all. Jesus, okay.
V2. The guy behind has just done a 217.1.
Everyone's probably thinking, wow, he's done well, saving fuel. No. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. Will I make it or not? Oh, God. I don't think I will.
Left side. Hold your line. Clear left.
1 litre remaining. Don't give up. Keep him under pressure.
kind of need the slipstream, but at the same time, I'm probably using too much fuel here, aren't I? God, the leader's only 20 seconds behind. Not quite sure how that's happened. Yeah, I'm going to run out. Damn it.
The gap to Horrocks ahead is increasing. It's
Got
now
a massive straight at me.
0.9.
God damn it. No way I'm going to make this, is it? Just got a bit boxed in on the outside, you know. Damn it. Just going to have to really back off. 0.3 left. 0.2. Just see if I can cruise it.
The chicane looks like it's Roberts. The track temperature is falling. It's
Come
now
on.
34 Celsius.
See if I can get there. Maybe I might just be able to get in. It's choking.
The leader, Iracing, is pitting. Horrocks ahead is pitting.
Just trying to clutch it.
Look out for the pit speed limit. Pit lane speed limit is 80 kilometers per hour.
Maybe. Maybe. Oh, come on. Come on.
Okay, Tim, we'll fuel you to the end of the race.
Apparently I can get away with 7.6 now. No. That's ridiculous. Okay.
Carranza is now in the lead.
Okay. Well, it's not a complete disaster.
Traffic behind. Take care rejoining.
Where are we? We've obviously lost the lead pack, I guess. Yeah. We're in the second pack now. Lost about 10 seconds. Don't shoot your fault, you know what I mean? Like, oh well. I mean, if the lead lot are proper stupid, there's a chance, but, I mean, God, here we go. I'm just going to get caught up in this now, aren't I? That's the problem.
Still there. Hold your line. In the middle, really wide. Hold your line. Still there. Clear right. On your left.
Well, this is fun. Oh,
Clear all round. Left side.
well, why are you breaking there?
Still there. Clear left.
That's crazy.
Right side. You're in the middle. Clear right.
Oh my God, I
Far
just...
left.
Hopefully this will settle down at some point.
Clear all round.
Maybe they'll kind of realise I'm maybe the faster guy here. And so just let me get on with it, but it doesn't always work like that. Oh dear. This is not what I needed. If I was like in just a bit of clean air, that would have helped. Oh, see, that is pretty quick, so I can let him by and it's not too much of a problem, but if the others get by, it's just going to be too slow in the corners, aren't they? It's a problem. Right, on to that, you can go fast.
Clear left. Far right. Still there. Still there. Clear right.
Thanks, back Ben.
Car right. Clear right.
Jesus.
The chicane. It looks like Chalker.
Clear right.
So, we're ended from behind. Always nice.
We estimate 4 laps fuel remaining. 10th position.
Right, 5 laps. I think it should be about 5 laps left. Yeah, well, 3 laps left.
On your right. Hold your line.
The only thing is, we might have actually been able to catch the guys in front if we'd have actually have,
Still there.
well, I mean, let's have gone, but never mind.
Still there.
I thought he was going to just absolutely go straight on there, but anyway.
I think it might be half lap. Track limits, watch those lines.
On your right. Clear right.
The best we can do is probably 8th. There we go. The guys in front might have a little crash as well. A few of them might get taken out. It's annoying if I save just a little bit more. You know what I mean? But it's easy to say, isn't
Right
it?
side.
When you're fighting, it's difficult to save.
Hold your line.
You're gonna have to leave me room, mate.
Right.
No. Okay. Well,
We've just cut the track.
that's that then. I just, you know, leave a bit of room, mate. Like open up the corner a little bit. No,
Alright, 217.0.
I've got a fast repair, so.
Repairs. We've had the black and orange flag. Yes, understood. Okay.
If I can get this back, that's a minor miracle. Oop, no.
Left side. Clear left.
Watch your speed limit in the pits.
Oh god, there's a car trying to pit.
Chicane, it looks like board. Activate limiter.
Well, somehow, this is actually working. I'm actually able to go 80k like this. Oh Jesus, this is a bit crazy. Okay, that's tyres off.
Okay, understood.
So it's just literally a fast repair. There we go.
Track's clear. Push, push, push.
Make that was different. Yeah, it's one of those situations where neither guy wants to give any room, but it's like, you know, you can't just pin someone to the inside of a really fast corner and just expect it to work out fine, because it just doesn't, does it? You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. You know, I could have just hugged the inside and then massively backed out, but
Far left.
there's any point.
Still there.
They were racing or we're not, you know.
Clear left.
Well done, good pass.
God knows what my tyres are like now. I didn't change them after that crash, so I might actually be pretty knackered. I know, didn't wear them too much. Right, well, we can set some quick laps, can't we? We can still catch, yeah, it's only 6 seconds to the next group, so got a few laps.
Alright, Tim, the next car is nice.
Won't be on any points again, but that's what it is.
To board.
All seemed very aggressive today, you know what I mean? A lot of bumping and stuff, so don't know. Maybe it's me. I'm sure some of you will comment if you think it is me. But I think a lot of them were kind of 50-50 kind of things, but maybe even that last one was as well. But just like, it felt like he wasn't giving me like any room at all, you know, and like approaching this corner, are you trying to pin a car to the inside, like right to the inside? No, you kind of open it up, don't you, and you go through side by side, but I don't know, whatever. We'll go through some instance later. See if it really was my fault.
2 to go.
Right. 2 laps to go. Can we catch these guys in front? We might have to battle, you know, if I'm going to catch them. Is it? I think I was about 2 seconds lap quicker in qualifying. So that's going to be pretty close, but I say it depends if they battle or if they were together with the slipstream, then I've probably got no chance. I mean, Toby's holding on to me, and you know, I was probably 2 seconds plus quick in qualifying him, so we'll see what happens. Have to drive my absolute hands off things to catch him, but possible. Right, 4 seconds the gap is. But 15x, that's bad, isn't it? I'm doing a good job. Safety rating's not affected, I tell you. Because that would not be going down very well right now. Might be a D license in no time. No, we've got 2.2 seconds now to go behind, so I think the draft might be broken. I mean, more than if you can draft after more than 2 seconds, that's pretty insane. Coming on to the last lap now, I should be getting draft off them by the end of the lap, so that will be interesting.
Iracing is leading the race.
I can see there's been a crash at the front. Everyone seems to be very feisty up there, and it's such a quick track, you know. One mistake and yeah, it's going to be a big one.
One more to go.
I mean, 2.5 seconds, I think. And they're side by side through a rouge as well. So here we go. Come on, let's see if we can do them both.
The next car is Rice.
Let's see if we can do them both.
You're reeling Rice in the gaps now.
Out of the way, there's a Ferrari coming through.
It's pretty slow through the chicane.
The other annoying thing with that, with the big crash with Minardi, was that, like, I'm not being funny, but you got to pick your battles, you know what I mean? Like, some tracks he's been really quick, but this track, I was clearly way quicker than him. So, like, why would you, sure you would just sit behind me and Silas and just, you know what I mean? Like, just gain tons of time, but I don't know.
Pay attention to track limits, please, Tim.
Yeah, obviously it's like, well, everyone's got the right to fight, but sometimes just got to be a little bit smart about it, you know? Right, I'm just about going to pick up a slipstream at the end. This is going to be close.
2 litres remaining.
Don't think it's going to be close enough, though. Oh, see, that's got 8th. I could have got 8th. Damn it! I could have got much better, you know, but here's what it is. So Cranstone won. Ericsson got 2nd.
That was exciting, Stuart.
Car right.
Oh, go on. Oh, no. Nearly. Nearly got him. Oh. Oh, no.
P16, okay.
Well, it would have been 14th. I mean, what's the point? Oh, well. Hope you enjoyed that, guys. Let's look at some instants, shall we? Okay, so here's instant. Come up to Ronchimon. Okay. So it was slightly different from what I remember. Initially he does come in on me a little bit, but then he's out wide. Now I've left him a car's width on the outside, and you know he's level with my back wheels. So really, I mean, like I only have to leave him a car's width, and I have left him a car's width, but he kind of just comes over a bit, and you know, it. I mean, I'm putting that on him, to be honest. Like, because here I know I've given him a car's width. You know what I mean? That's why I'm here. But yeah. So how does it look like from his point of view? I mean, yeah, he's not. He needs to be more accurate. I mean, he's really closing me in there. So I come over, but he should be further over to the right. You know what I mean? But maybe called it a 50-50 at best. But I mean, the fact I was so far in front of him, he needs to leave me room. But it's what it is. Right, let's have a look at the other ones. You can see there's one at the end of the Kemmel. It was a bit netcode, this one actually. So you see just a bit of a coming together, but that was actually just netcode. So this is the first time, this is the first lap coming through. And we see the car on the inside here. Cranstone just turns into me. I'm not quite sure what he was doing, I'll be honest. I mean, maybe he doesn't have the widest field of view, and he thought it was clear, but I mean, yeah, it just was like I wasn't there basically. But right, see if I can find any others. This is one at the bus stop, so let's see we're kind of side by side. I mean, I'd say I'm alongside enough to deserve some room here, but what the exact rules are these days, I don't know. But I'm literally as far as I can, and we still touch. So in my eyes, that's kind of on him. It was only a little brush, so it wasn't end of the world. So I think that's it really for all the incidents. I hope you enjoyed the racing. It's quite interesting. It was quite a tense race. Kind of sweating a bit after that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Got some more races coming up on the channel soon. So yeah, I'll see you next time.